episode of Cooking at the Vault. I'm Ruthie Rogers, and tonight we have a special show. We are going to take a walk down memory lane and look back at some of our favorite episodes from the first season of Cooking at the Vault. Later on, we'll also give you a sneak peek of our season finale, and all of you Hawkeye fans will want to pay close attention. So, going back to our first episode, I'm going to bring back my first guest, Nancy Simpson, and she's going to take a walk down memory lane with me. Hey, Nancy.
Hi, how you
Thanks for coming
doing?
back.
Good. Well, you're reminiscing, and when you reminisce, you need someone a little older than you are.
Well, you're just a little older,
But
so
I like the look of this wine, so why don't we start out with a toast?
that sounds good.
Here's to Cooking at the Vault.
Yay! We toasted the first episode, and now we're toasting
Yes.
the first season. So tonight we're just going to make a little quick homemade pizza, and then we'll sit down at the table and kind of go over some of our favorite episodes, yours as well as mine.
Great.
Talk a little bit about the first episode. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was fun. I thought we would be a lot more nervous than we really were. I was surprised, shocked really, that you could get all of that food made in a half an hour.
It did
was
go
just
pretty fast.
incredible. Right.
Um,
Another thing I like about the show is the guest hosts that you've had. You know, people have gotten to meet a lot of the Book Vault personnel.
Yep, a few of the
And,
girls were kind enough to come on and be guest hosts with me, and
some of us aren't cooks, and some of them are.
yeah. But it was
so
fun
that's-
for all of them. I think they took part, and my good friend Tammy came on, and
Yes.
of course Brett Paulson. That was
Right.
he about lit me on fire, that show. So I'm sure we'll have a clip of that, and Dan Fuller.
Yes.
He was just great, and
Fun,
Hy-Vee's
fun.
done wonderful. You know, being the sponsor of the show
And then
providing.
last week's show with General Tommy Franks was
Yep.
just incredible.
And we'll
Just
talk a little bit
incredible.
more about that show coming up and about your favorite episode. So we're going to take a quick break here at Cooking at the Vault, and when we come back, Nancy and I are going to make a quick homemade pizza and do some more reminiscing. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Cooking at the Vault. Should be fun. Hi, and welcome back to Cooking at the Vault. I'm Ruthie Rogers, and my guest tonight is Nancy Simpson. She's here taking a walk down memory lane as we recap some of our favorite episodes from the first season here on Cooking at the Vault. We are going to put together an easy pizza.
Great. I love the word easy.
Well, and these are all ingredients that I usually keep on hand. I mean, everybody's got tomato sauce and paste, and you've got your spices to make the sauce. I usually try and keep prosciutto or ham or some kind of meat, you know, in there, and cheese. And we just a lot of times are sitting around on a Friday night drinking a glass of wine and don't feel like going anywhere, so we'll...
It's a lot easier to make your own.
Yep.
You mentioned easy. Now, when I think of easy, I think of ready-made pizza sauce. Do you like?
You can do
you
that.
like that?
I do keep some on hand. Harrison
Okay.
likes to make pizza once in a while, so I do keep it on hand. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but if you happen to not have it, this is a good backup. I just use 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, and I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Just thickens it up a little bit because tomato sauce is usually too runny. You can add a little bit more if you like it a little thicker, but I think with the 1 can that's plenty. I usually use oregano and basil, and I'm going to use a teaspoon of each, which this is about gone, so I'll just empty
That's
the bottle.
pinch with an extra.
Pinch with an extra. Then I've got
Oh,
basil.
I love basil.
And as you'll see, I'm going to use fresh basil on top.
Great.
So a teaspoon of that. And a little crushed pepper. And a couple pinches of salt to bring all the flavors out and together. And I'm just going to whisk this together, and that's it for the sauce.
So I said that to me easy meant ready-made pizza sauce, but you just showed me that with what, 2 minutes or a minute
Yep.
and a half, you've got your pizza sauce
Yeah.
right there, and probably for less money.
Stuff, oh yeah, definitely, and stuff that you have in your pantry. So, okay, so we're just going to pour the sauce onto the crust. And the crust that I've used here is just a ready-made Boboli crust from Hy-Vee. Of course, you can make your own crust if you want to. Or Nancy's got something else she's going to show us.
At the Book Vault, we carry this. It's called cracker bread. It comes in wheat and regular. My husband loves to use this because he likes really thin, crusty pizza crust. And even that would be a little too thick. So he likes this, and it works
Those are
very
awesome.
well.
Did you do it
Very
on the
well.
grill?
No.
We've done ours on the grill.
Oh, I haven't
and they
thought
do
about
work
that.
very well
Really?
on the grill as well.
That sounds good.
Well, I'm going to cut up some fresh mozzarella to put on the pizza. Why don't you talk to us about your favorite episode? Which
Okay.
one do you think?
Well, you might be surprised. My favorite episode was you and Harrison, your son.
Oh, really?
Well, naturally, you worked well together, but I think it's really great to see young people learning how to cook. I think a lot of 20-some people grew up not spending any time in the kitchen, and you know, we make the joke about they don't know how to boil water. And with the show with you and Harrison, you really went at it, and he was so good. I just really enjoyed that show. Here's a little bit of it for you to see right now.
I'm Ruthie Rogers, along with my guest tonight, my son Harrison. We just finished making our miso soup, and we are now going to show you how to make some sushi rolls.
Best part.
So we got him a Japanese soda. Not real easy to find, but we were able to find them because he likes them. So if you'll go ahead and open it, show him how that works. It's a little loud.
Well, you get this thing, and it comes on the top of the bottle, and you just pop it in there.
So it's adding pressure to it, so it carbonates
adds
it, or
the carbonation, I think.
away. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hot for a bit, and then it goes away.
Oh, that was on my wrong finger.
So you're going to take this and just kind of, whoops, you're going to do an innie roll. I'll do the outie roll.
Okay.
Green tea, and I just bought the green tea bags from Hy-Vee, cut them open and poured it out, and it calls for 2 tablespoons. So is it looking good yet?
It was.
Looks a little different with the tea in it, but I guarantee you'll end up liking it. Oh, Nancy, that was so good. That brings back memories of my time with my son.
It was really
So
enjoyable.
he likes to
Very-
cook, and sushi, of course, is his favorite.
Yes.
So, okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Nancy and I will put the meat and the basil on the pizza and get it in the oven and do some more reminiscing. So don't go away. We will be right back with more Cooking at the Vault. Hi, and welcome back to Cooking at the Vault. I'm Ruthie Rogers with my guest for the night, Nancy Simpson, here helping me take a walk down memory lane and also helping me to make a pizza that's quick and easy. And we're going to finish it up right now by adding the meat and the last ingredients. And for the meat, I'm using prosciutto. You can use Canadian bacon, ham, hamburger, you know, whatever you like, pepperoni.
Sausage if we want it to
Oh,
be
yeah.
fat laden. I noticed, Ruthie, you're using mozzarella. Is that part of a low fat move on your part to?
No, not really low fat, just more natural.
Okay.
I
I mean, I
like,
love cheese, so the
Oh, I do
sight
too.
of these thick pieces really.
I'll wait till you taste it. And this, I think, in Italy they call a margherita pizza, with the buffalo cheese is what they call
Okay.
the.
You know, we were talking about you and Harrison doing cooking together. This is a wonderful example of cooking that kids could do on their own. You know, they could add their favorite toppings, but just starting with that simple sauce and going from there. It's
You know, and you
very
can buy the
simple.
individual little pizza crusts, and everybody can make their own
Oh.
pizza. Just add the
Great.
sauce and have all the, you know, kind of
So
a
you could
pizza
have-
bar, and they
yeah.
can put on whatever they want.
Have the pizza party. That'd be a great idea for
Kids'
young
sleepovers or
people.
parties, or. And if you wanted
Oh.
to, you could add some more salt and pepper.
That looks wonderful.
Doesn't that look good? I think it
The,
is.
the Italians knew what they were doing,
They
didn't
did. They did know what they were doing. Okay, I think this pizza's ready to go in the oven, Nancy.
It looks wonderful.
And I have one already done in the oven.
I have been smelling this for the last 10 minutes. Oh,
Look how good
isn't that wonderful? And the sauce turns kind of a nice brown, and the cheese has just a light browning on it. What temperature did you use?
375,
375 for about how long?
about 30 to 40 minutes depending on your oven.
I don't think I can wait to eat.
Well, with a little cooking at the vault magic, you're not going to have to wait. Whoa!
Whoa!
That-
Hey,
The vault magic worked, didn't
I
it?
love your magic. It's like beam me up, Scotty.
There we go.
Oh, somebody even cut my first piece.
I'm ready
This
to
is
try
wonderful. Excellent. I should wait.
Good?
Very good, very good.
I love the cheese, the way it gets crispy on top, and
And
prosciutto
there's
gets
so
a little
much of it.
crispy.
It's just perfect.
See,
Very
for something
good.
as easy as it was,
I may
bad.
never buy pizza sauce again.
because it was so easy to put together. I bet you can even do it, Nancy.
Well, I will tell my husband about it.
Okay, he can do it too. Okay, we're going to take another look back, and I would have to say I've enjoyed the whole season, but my favorite would have to be when General Tommy Franks and Colonel Michael Hayes were my guest.
It really, really was an honor to have someone of his caliber. I mean, not that our other hosts
Nope, they were all
are
awesome.
any,
They were all awesome.
you know, less, but to have a general, like
Just
you
an
say,
honor.
who has done so much.
to even
It
just
was-
have him in
it was
Oskaloosa.
Just a real honor.
Well, let's take a look at some clips from my show with him and Colonel Hayes.
I spent about 38 years in the military, and probably the best part of all of that was Michael Hayes,
Cooking today, we're going to do a drunken steak, which is
a
marinated.
drunken steak.
Drunken steak.
Does that have anything to do with the meat, or does that have something to do with these margaritas? You want me to turn it up a notch?
Sure. Kick it up a notch.
Kind of like six gear in a Harley.
Yeah, did you watch that, how I kicked it up again?
That's right.
Yeah, these guys like their Harleys, so
Is it appropriate to reach in and test one of these
it
beans?
is. You can't serve anything unless it tastes good, so.
Okay.
How's it taste?
Real
Are they
good.
still a little crunchy? We didn't get them too done,
Exactly.
did
Nope,
we?
they're perfect.
Okay.
Wrote the book. I see you have the book.
I do have the book.
That's
Awesome book.
entirely fitting because we're right here in the book vault.
I know.
And so we wrote the book, and we've been traveling around and doing the best we can to encourage patriotism and get people to remember that freedom isn't free.
That's right.
And you can tell from looking at both of us, we've been around kitchens some.
See, wasn't that neat?
Oh,
I just
awesome.
think everybody probably liked that show just as well as I did. So
You know, has Rachel Ray ever had General Tommy Franks on her show?
yes, I think we did one up Rachel Ray on that one. That'll be awesome. So stay tuned with Cooking at the Vault, because we're going to have a sneak peek of our season finale, which the Hawkeye fans don't want to miss, and I don't think anybody else will. We will be back with more Cooking at the Vault and some more pizza in just a few minutes. welcome back to Cooking at the Vault. I'm Ruthie Rogers, and my guest Nancy Simpson and I have just been eating some of this fast and quick pizza that we made earlier and recapping a few
delicious.
things on the show. It's been a lot of fun going back over this last season. It went so fast. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's coming up here at the Vault this fall?
Thank you for asking. I just happen to have a couple of books right here in the kitchen. Last night we had our kickoff of the fall season with Dennis Wiedemann here doing This Water Goes North. Wonderful. He told about his escapades with 3 other Iowa boys as they decided to go from Minnesota to the Hudson Bay in a canoe at the age of 21.
Wow.
So I think they had, well, as he told us, they have a lot of adventures, good and bad.
And you've got autographed books.
We have
from last
autographed
night.
books here at the Book Vault from his visit. And then next Tuesday night, just a week from last night, so 6 days from now, we have a special guest, David Rhodes, doing an event about his newest book, Driftless. For those of you who may not know David Rhodes, there was a 30-year gap between his writing after he suffered a very severe motorcycle accident. He is back with us now, and I have read Driftless. It is wonderful. So those are just a couple of things. We've got the fitness classes going on. A new session will be coming out soon. We'll email everybody about it. So
My cookbook book club started back up, so
yes,
that's been a lot of fun getting
yes.
back with all those girls.
And I hope you're working on your own cookbook.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
In short, the Vault is rocking.
It's a lot going on here all the time. Don't forget, coming up, we're going to have a sneak peek at our season finale, which is a little bit of tailgating going on. Should be a lot of fun, but since this is a special episode, we've got a special recap coming up.
Not the bloopers.
It's the bloopers.
Oh,
so
no.
here's a look at some of our bloopers to recap our season.
Oh. Cut.
Do we want to start over?
And me.
Ruthie Rogers, sayonara.
You gotta be laughing like Ruthie Rogers.
Cheese, the Gruyere. Yum.
How stupid was that? You did a good job.
I'm gonna be sweating again.
Ready? Okay. Quite on the set.
Show your holes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you want to pot her down there, Jake?
Pot her down.
Yeah, the pod on the sound.
Oh. Pat her down, pot her down. Watch out, you're going to get potted.
Yeah, we're not going to roast her, dude.
Oh, she'd like it. Woo!
Just kind of make a
Is that good for you too? Sorry.
Oh.
Okay,
Ruthie.
they did have to show the pound cake.
They showed the pound cake. That thing was smoking. I don't know. Oh, it was horrifying.
We got to talking and,
I didn't know there were that many bloopers. I really didn't.
well, you know, you'd like to think you do a really good job,
Yeah.
but we had a lot of fun, and I think that's where a lot of the
Yes.
bloopers come in. And
Yes.
it was just a great season, and to top it all off, here's a sneak peek of the season finale taking place at the Hawkeye game. Hi everybody, welcome to Cooking at the Vault. It's 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and Kylie and I are getting ready to do some tailgating. Okay, the eggs are looking
The eggs
good.
are looking absolutely.
Test
But
it and
we'll see
it
what we
tastes
got.
like.
Fantastic.
Good?
We're joined by some members of the Iowa Hawkeye dance team, and we're now joined by former Hawkeye great Eddie Podolak. Well, as promised, we're joined by the voice of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Gary Dolphin.
Who's gonna win, guys? fun. The games are so much fun to go to, and the crowd had a good time. And Kylie being able to be a part of that show, he really enjoyed that too.
For all the work he's put in
Yeah,
with
it's
us
been
this
great.
season. And as an Iowa State fan, I will even say that was a tremendous episode.
Well, we had a lot of fun. And I hope everybody has enjoyed the season as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. I hope you've got some great recipes and learned some new ideas as far as cooking, and realize that you don't have to be a chef to make a great meal. It just takes practice and getting in the kitchen and having fun. So I want to thank you for joining me tonight and helping me relive the season, and I think it went great.
I, in turn, need to thank you, Ruthie, for this wonderful first season of Cooking at the Vault with Ruthie here at the Book Vault. You are fantastic, and I think Rachel Ray better watch out.
Thank you, Nancy. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next season on Cooking at the Vault with Ruthie Rogers. That's me. For today's menu card, as well as clips for upcoming episodes, go to the MCG website at www.mahaska.org. And for more healthy living recipes, go to Hy-Vee's website at www.hyvee.com.
Walked in a bar and he got up in front of the bar and the bartender said, "Can I help you?" And the bear said, "Beer." The bartender said, "Would you like a local light beer? Would you like a foreign beer, something like a Corona? Or would you like maybe something from Germany?" And the bear just looked at him. And after a minute or so, he said, "Like a light beer, maybe a light." The bartender said, "You betcha, sir, one light coming right up. But why the big pause?" Bear said, "Hell, I don't know. I've always had them."
As an Iowa State graduate, I can't talk. We're the Cow College.
See, this is when I get flustered. Okay.
Take 37.
And we'll do brunch. Okay.
I was like, holy crap, what are we gonna